I'm so sorry about the late coming in here, guys. We had some electrical problems out here, and it has been just every time I get up and running, it would shut me down, and I got to reboot. So behind the stage, I have the Manic Satanic, and I have
What's up, y'all?
Neighbor.
Rosie.
What's going on?
Trying to fix the fucking light.
We've had electrical storm here, guys. I was trying to get booted, and I had it all put up, and we were set to go, and then it like struck, and then it just blew out sideways, and I don't know. Who knows what's going on?
Sell them your Cuban. It's fine.
Well, the storm thought that today because it's just doing what it wanted to do. Oh, you got your Chiweenie with you.
If the Chiweenie would stop chewing on shit, you might be able to hang out here with me.
Why do you think they call it a Cheweenie?
Cheweenie's sitting here.
Well, I think a Chiweenie's a Chihuahua wiener dog, and I was just being sarcastic.
You got a nice view?
Congratulations, beginners. Yeah, he
Oh,
looks good.
beautiful.
Well,
Is
There's cats in here. We can compare buttholes.
be careful, we're going to get picked off.
What do you mean? He's got a beautiful face. Look at that thing. It's a gorgeous face right there. What are you doing, you little
So, how have you guys been doing?
shit? Well, I'm not dead. I think that counts for something.
That's a huge plus, man. I'm not dead either. Just been working my ass off and finishing up the breeding season, making snakes.
I'm sorry we haven't been here in a while. We've just been so busy and all over the place that it's just been tough. And
It's all good, man.
I'm glad
Yes,
it's back.
yes.
You know, as of right now, we'll be back filming this, and we have some more stuff coming and some more stuff coming. So
It's been fun.
Nice.
It's been tough, but it's been fun. Come on.
Yeah.
But I can't say it wasn't a great experience, no matter what, all the way around. I think it was up and down, but lots of fun, and can't take it back. I think it was well worth it, and I think it will be well received when we can pour out what we did and everybody could take a look at it. So,
Nice. I'm looking forward to it.
yeah,
Yeah.
buddy, looking forward to see what snakes you got this year.
Yeah, definitely, man. I should be posting some stuff soon. I got to get down and take some pictures, and I've been running around like a madman. But I produced about 150 animals so far, so it's been a good year.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
I definitely cannot complain.
Can you hold on? Let's see where Huskies, you're gonna have to sit on the floor. Lap or floor, you pick. Don't bark at me.
Where's everybody at?
better? You get it all worked out?
You good? You got your weenie under control?
Maybe if it doesn't start barking for attention.
Well, I'm
can't
surprised
believe-
when you
Can't believe it's 8
broadcasting
o'clock.
from the office for the first time.
Say what now?
I said I got my desk set up finally. It's the only thing set up, but I'm actually working from my office for a change.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I have my desk, but it's a complete and utter disaster. Full of
Give it time, man. We'll be by the end of the week, I'm sure.
You'll be right there with me.
Oh yeah, buddy. I got a lot to do. I got stuff to hang up. I got shelves to put up and move my spiders around and stuff. They're gonna stay in here so the cats don't harass them.
That'll be good.
Oh yeah.
What do you got there, big boy?
All right.
This
Man.
guy. Which would
You guys can still hear me, right?
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Okay. The lightning, I don't know about you, Jeff, but we've had like an electrical storm since about 7:28, right? And I had everything set up to go, and I was go ahead and sending all the, text message out, and then this, that real sound here through your house, everything was gone. I'm like, fuck. So of course I've got a surge protector, so I rebooted, but it takes forever for the internet to kick back on, and so the live. So I was like, please, and then you said, are we going on? I'm like, yep, just give me it, and finally it fired up. So I'm just
saw your
expecting
chair there. I was
have, like
wondering.
my go out or something wrong.
It's on its way here. I just got an alert. We had some bad ones the last couple of days. My garage, the water pools up in front of my garage, so my garage flooded out. I mean, there was only
No.
it was only like maybe a half an inch of water, and as soon as the rain stops, it goes away. But I got to dig out some better drainage because that's where my animals are. So I mean, water brings bugs, and the less bugs I have in there, the better.
Sandbag that shit if you have to.
What's that? Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to buy one of those barriers, those like that's made out of like that spongy rubber material that fills up with water and holds the water back.
Yeah, those do pretty well, or just straight up Fucking
Sandbags.
sandbag.
Yeah, it's not like I open the garage that often unless I'm cutting the lawn or something. I pull the mower out, but I can circumvent that by going through the backyard. But yeah, no, I was bummed that it flooded out a little bit, and you know, there's like in front of the garage is usually like 2 or 3 inches of water, you know, maybe like 5 or 6 feet back, so it just sits there until it seeps underneath.
That does suck. I don't think people realize too when you're keeping reptiles.
Oh yeah.
Yes, they're reptiles. Yes, they can handle a lot, but if you don't keep your area clean, then generally speaking, you're going to have some sort of problems.
Yeah, I already got it. It's in the garage, so I already got enough spiders and fucking palmettos and stuff out there that I'm constantly clearing.
Yeah, which I guess I don't mind those too much. Like,
No.
I clean them out to the best of my ability and
It's
do
the
deep
flies
things
that I
like
hate.
once a month. Yeah, once you start getting the flies, that can transfer one thing to another. If you got anything going on, then it becomes an
Oh
issue.
yeah, I got a lot of flies this year, like more than ever. Hey, what's up, Julie? And Judy.
Hey, Mom.
Michelle.
Well, second mother, what do you got going on there, Troy? Besides electrical storms
I was
and
going to
double
say, yeah, Sean just said to us, and earlier I was setting up. He had told me to go ahead and look in his driveway, and this man's rolling a brand new SUV, man. Crazy.
Nice.
Oh,
Rolling deep.
John got another SUV?
I don't know what they're doing, man, but I got to do something, bro. What's going on?
You got to up
Where
your
did you
SUV game.
I'm gonna have to up it up now. Now we got to go buy stuff, dude. Got to keep up with the whole damn neighborhood.
What do you got? What did he get? A Fiat?
I don't know, man. I don't think it's a Fiat. It's nice. I'll let him tell you. I think it's called an Acadia. I don't want to miss.
Oh, GMC. It's a nice vehicle right there.
I think it's nice. It's all that pearl white with the limo windows and shit, dude.
Yeah, we had the Acadia for a while. GMC. That shit is sweet.
Yeah. I think it's really new looking, man. It looks like the feds are outside. So I was a little nervous, but it looks good.
Into windows.
Yeah, man, because they don't sneak up on you more than the black ones. They know it's us. They're doing it white now, you know. So
yeah, tell me about it. They were all
white hats
the other day.
Yeah, man. As long as it's not a Cybertruck, get anything. Those things are the ugliest things I've ever seen in my life. The new Tesla.
Yeah, they're pretty wild. I saw one the other day that was green. It was crazy looking. Like I would have drove it.
Yeah, like the metal ones are like. You ever seen the polished?
Yeah. It looks like a for those of you young people that may or may not remember, it looks like the Toyota Back to the Future fuck the DeLorean reverse, because that's exactly what it looks like.
It's pretty funny. They had a little bastard cyber baby.
That must be it. Should be it, Sean. I noticed you've been pretty shaved lately and like sleek and babied up. So I was mowing my grass the other day with a shirt off, and it was quite a visual.
He said he's gonna sell his body, bro. So he's keeping it real on the west side, right there, cutting the grass out.
Look, he put the whole thing down. Look, the Denali edition.
Nice, Denali.
Dang, bro.
That means he scooped it up. He's like, give me the
right,
best.
you're getting more for your body than I am.
I would not let anybody else in your family in it, Sean. If I were you, I would just go ahead and let them take the bus for sure.
Oh, it's terrible, Judy. I think they're so ugly. I mean, that's just me. Who am I to judge?
I know. You know what? I'm not gonna bullshit. They are ugly as fuck. They are super ugly, dude. But
it reminds me of
the they're wild looking, dude. They're just so ugly. They're wild.
Yeah, I get that.
I would like to drive.
I would never want to buy one though.
They're supposed to drive really nice. I mean, they're expensive as hell. I mean, they're people are selling them for like $150,000 on Marketplace and stuff. I'm like, with how fast those things drop in price, you buy it for 150 and next year it's worth 25.
Oh, I know a bunch of people that got fucked over on their Teslas.
Oh yeah. That's why I bought the Mustang instead.
Yeah, I can't do the charging shit, bro. I've heard so many people have problems with especially if you're in an area like mine, there's no fucking charging stations.
Yeah. Where I live, there's not a lot, but I do most of it at home, and there's chargers at all the hospitals, so I just go plug in at the hospital, and it's cheap. I mean, it's to like if I was on complete empty to fill it all the way at the hospital, even if I had to pay, is like $8 or something.
Oh, that's not bad.
No.
For me, it would just be the literal shit show of trying to figure out where to go because there's no chargers here.
It would be.
You'd be surprised. They're kind of hidden because I didn't think there was any here. And like sometimes the only problem I have is like when I'm driving and I have to drive real far and I know I have to like fill it up a little bit before I go home. What the hell is my power not there? I have to stop at a fast charger and they're more expensive. So they're like, I pay like at work, I pay like 20 cents a kilowatt hour. If I go to one of the fast chargers, it's like 50 to 70 cents. So that's how they get you.
Well, how much does it cost to fill your thing?
At home, it cost me about $6. Out, it cost me about 8 or 9. And if I do the fast charger, it's probably like 30 if I would go from empty to full, but it takes like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Who are you flipping?
Cost me double that to fill a damn Mercury Sable.
I know, right? You sold your body and all you got was that Tahoe.
And that one's in the backyard of my brother's house, still waiting to get fucking fixed.
Oh, damn.
Yep.
I gotta let the dog out. Right back.
That's code for he's gonna go whack off in the bathroom.
Hey, that's okay. You know, I was gonna say that yeah, teach your own. If you're working a lot, like just as close to his area, and he's getting it now. That's a good thing. That's a good thing to do. But I think I don't know.
Bro, you are cutting.
I travel a lot too, and I'm always on. I wouldn't have to stop all the time, fill up the dually, you know.
You're choppy.
And you know what I think's interesting is, man, they're like, you know, you got to really plan that out for what you're going to do because you really have to make an adjustment. Like,
yeah, it took a little while.
You know, you got to make anybody get into it. You know,
I just got to remember to like plug it in when I get home, and I only have right now it's plugged into like a regular house plug, so it takes a while. You know, the first time I plugged it in, it was like 6 at night on a Monday night, and I looked and I was like, oh, it's going to be full by 3 in the morning. That's awesome. And then I was like, oh, 3 in the morning on Wednesday. So, you know, because it's literally at like 120 volt home outlet that I'm charging on at home. I'm waiting. My buddy Edwin's going to come over and put in 240. So with the 240, it'll charge from 0 to everything in like 7 hours. So I plug it in when I get home and it's full in the morning.
Yeah, like the ones you plug the dryer and shit into.
Right, exactly that. And so it's like 230 miles with that, give or take. If you drive like a human being.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. And it's one of the lower battery. That's the only thing I don't like about the Mustang is the battery capacity on the one I have is not, you know, what I wanted. Because the newer ones have like 350.
Yeah, but if you're getting, what did you say, 290, 299?
230 for anywhere from $7 to $10.
Yeah, that's not bad.
No, it's not. It's cheap to drive. Plus, I don't have to deal with oil changes and shit. You know, no, there's not a lot of breakdown because there's not a lot of things to break down.
In California, it's like going to be 33 cents a mile for everywhere you drive that car too, on top of what you pay for electric.
Woo! Well, they had to figure out one way to make up that money.
You seen it? Yeah, I couldn't believe it. And that's what we were talking. Justin and I were talking to the crew. I'm like, what the fuck? And they're like,
well, how are they going to know though?
You're driving the car. They log you. Like
everybody has to pay it. Everybody who gets on the interstate will have to pay it. Everybody.
Oh, on the interstate, yeah. Fuck that.
Yeah, it's like per mile.
Anywhere you drive, any drive you talk, it's just crazy.
Yeah, I think it's per mile.
Sorry, Cooley.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I got to do some research on that.
It's
been a crazy week, I guess.
It's been interesting, hasn't it?
Yeah, the 80s is under attack, man. We lost Dr. Ruth, and we lost what's her name? Shannon Doherty, and
I saw that.
Shelley Duvall.
I just saw that Bob Newhart died.
Bob Newhart died today, and there was somebody else, and then there was one other one. Damn it!
Nobody that we wanted to die, so it's all good.
Oh, Richard Simmons was the other one that did it.
Did he really?
Yeah, Richard Simmons died right after Dr. Ruth did. Maybe they had a suicide pact. Something.
Fucking A, bro.
And that lady was way before her time, dude. She you know. She was old.
Dr. Ruth was pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. You know, when I was like a teenager, cool. She looked like she was 80 years old.
Hell yes. You know, a lot of shit has been going on, man.
Mm-hmm.
People are really getting carried away, and you know, I'll be very clear about what I'm going to say. I'm not into any sides or anything. I don't do political shit on here, but I don't condone either side of anybody shooting at anybody, because I'll tell you why. Regardless of how you particularly feel about something, generally all this is fueled by really old people who are really fucking ridiculous, or
Yep.
really young people that don't understand what life's about, and they're fed by social media.
Yep.
So I follow myself right down the middle. Now, I think that both those candidates are human beings, and they're being led around by different situations, and you can get caught up into anything. Just like if you're a rock star, you're caught up into drugs and girls. I mean, there's a lot of things that can happen. However, you're going to take and shoot at somebody, whether it's real or fake. Nonetheless, a young person lost his life, and somebody else could have been shot for absolutely something stupid because of what? Because of somebody's political views. You know what you do is you create what's called a vendetta, right? Now you've got vengeance and vendetta everywhere. Now this is going to retaliate, which is going to cause more retaliation, and then somebody innocent's going to get hit, and then 20 other people are going to retaliate. All you do is breed this cancer of shit. That's all it is. So if you don't like the rallies that you're not wanting to be at, or don't go out, don't go there being aggressive, don't go there on either side acting stupid, man. Just follow with what you want. Once you find out when you get older, and Jeff can tell you too, this is nothing new. This has been going on forever. When I was a kid, and when they tried to gun down Reagan, and they always do. I mean, this is, and beyond that, and before that with my family and shooting JFK. It doesn't matter if it was conspiracy or what it was. This type of stuff is just repeating itself with new technology. The only difference that I find in today's world is that we're previous to it a little bit more, because everybody's got a cell phone from the age of 5 years old or younger and up in their hand, and they're seeing immediate violence, and they're seeing immediate shit. And I think that that's why we know more about it. But when we were a kid, the only reason we would know about Reagan getting shot is because we heard our grandparents or our parents talking about, oh my gosh, can you believe that happened? We didn't learn about it on Facebook at 3 a.m,
Right.
Before our family knew. And there was ways that it was delivered, and the kids today shouldn't even be worried about that stuff. When I was 21, I didn't give a fuck who the president was. Did you, Jeff?
Nope. Let's see. When I was 21, I think it was Reagan.
All I'm saying is,
yeah,
we had Clinton. He just like pussy, dude. He got himself in a lot of trouble because he was sloppy, dude. He should have used a paper bag. He used a shirt, whatever the fuck his problem was. But I never really cared about it, man. Like, to me, it was like we were young, dude. We were anarchists at that time, and I kind of still feel like an anarchist. But I think that when you get really absorbed in it, no matter who you are, thank you, Jim. I'm glad you're part of the team. So when you think about it, bro, when you think about it, Jeff, the more we know about it, the more chaotic it is, and it really doesn't matter, man.
It's nuts, man, and that's what's
going to be a show.
That's what the powers that be want.
I know. It's when someone talks about the right wing or the left wing, and I read this the other day, and it made so much sense to me. It was a Native American quote, and he said, "The right wing and the left wing is connected to one bird."
Yep, absolutely, dude. That's what I always say. Red Kool-Aid and blue Kool-Aid are still Kool-Aid. Period.
That was so simply put, man. It made so much sense,
Absolutely.
And it's so true, because everything is owned. CNN and Fox, it's all owned by the same company.
Dude, so are the Democrats and the Republicans in the Supreme Court. If they keep us fighting with each other, it's a lot easier for them to control us. A house divided, man. It's so much easier for the government to assert control over us when we're fighting amongst ourselves. They can get away with murder. They don't want us to, and this isn't a conspiracy or a theory. This is just simple logic that the more we fight amongst each other, the easier it is to control what we do and what we say and what we eat and who we fuck. So it's like,
what they do, Jeff? They find this. The reason Justin's probably not talking is he probably doesn't even know who the candidates are now, because he's just a skater punk. He was probably listening to Black Flag and burning one at the whole time. He didn't
right.
Or Agent Orange. And I don't blame him. I'm in the same boat. I really don't care, because it doesn't matter if I was left or right. If I didn't want one to win and one the other win, it's all going to be the same thing, because no matter what, the agenda that is going to be done is going to be done. So
heads they win, tails we lose. Period.
Right. And we just have to fight, man, I think, on our own, like I said before, in our own friendships, our families, and our communities, because that's really at the end of the day all you have, right? And so if the people are pushed too hard, the people will push back, right? Right now, this is just smoke and mirrors, and everybody's trying to get everybody scared. But I'm not saying that also in the same sense that if you believe in something strongly, stand by it. I love that too. I don't think that anybody should back down from what they believe in. Just don't hurt anybody. Don't be aggressive, and that's not getting anything done.
That's the whole point, is that
The time to hurt
we have
people is
different
when the time to
beliefs.
hurt people comes.
You know, remember when it used to be fine to believe something different than your friends or your wife or your family, you know?
That's the biggest problem nowadays, though, is that there is no such thing as a healthy debate or a conversation like that. If you don't agree with me, then we separate and split that, right then and there. And there is no space for debate. There's no space for learning.
100%.
No space for anything. It's this guy's right. If I feel like I'm right and you're wrong, then I just shove it down your throat, and I'm not willing to accept any information behind that, whether I am right or wrong.
You can't
then
move
nobody
along.
gains anything.
Yeah.
Well, you can talk to a wall and get the same shit.
I've been seeing a lot of there's a couple like really disturbing things that I've seen in social media lately, and this is not me taking sides because I don't give a fuck. You all know that. But I see a lot of people like outing people on Facebook for saying something that they don't like about the attempt or whatever else. I'm talking like school teachers and mailmen, people who just have lives and kids to feed. And these people are like, screenshotting their Facebooks and sending them all over the place. Like they have the same right to free speech that you do. That's what this was founded on, that you can say whatever you want as long as you don't, quote unquote, shout fire in a crowded theater. You can't do something that's going to hurt people. You can't incite people to hurt people, but you can say whatever you want. And you all know that I equally hate Trump and Biden. I think they're both no talent ass clowns, but I don't really see an end to the same thing getting recycled every 2 to 4 years until we start to pull away from a two-party system. Instead of pulling a red lever or a blue lever, look at the candidates, see what they stand for, what they do, what they can do for you and for the community.
And you're not going to like it all. You're just not.
Exactly. That's the whole point, is that, I guarantee that there are so many people this year, on both sides, pulling the blue lever or the red lever, no matter what. They'll say, "Oh, I want to vote for Trump for president," but then every other Republican, automatic, and they play the party line game, and that's where we lose. A healthy government is a mix of all sides.
And we're also controlled by big business, man. And that's always going to be that way.
Yeah, that's right.
Right?
Oh,
so maybe be smart about how you live your life, what you spend your money on, how you do things, because that's what comes down to the end, man. Because, you'll be able to navigate the bullshit because they're going to spit it from both sides. They always have. I don't ever remember a time growing up. Like, here's something I want to say. And I know people get offended with what I have to say. And I know it. We pick and choose what we want to focus on. We pick and choose what we want to propagate to the media. I think what's going on overseas with the wars that happen amongst any one of them countries overseas is disgusting. They need to get it together. Okay. But we pick and choose what we want to show on our social media. So we want to pick on Israel. We want to pick on Hamas. We want to pick on the Palestine. We go through all the shit. It's really none of our business, man. We have a lot of death in this country. We have mental illness due to the propaganda that you spill into the youth's mind all over this world. Let's talk about that. You do have kids that are emotional and trying to understand how to compartmentalize and understand their emotions. And you're showing images of children being killed, and you're doing all that kind of shit, man. And everybody gets pissed off because they want to be a bunch of fucking little weirdos. And I don't care if you say, yeah, kill Trump, cool, whatever. If that's your thing, cool. If someone disagrees because they don't understand what's going on, cool. But to propagate it all the time and put that, and then let's just talk about the mental health issues amongst the youth today because they're misled by the garbage of the system. Not only do we feed them pills and we pump them full of drugs. We get them addicted to Xanax and fucking mental drugs to keep them mellow. Because why? Because they're creative. Because you don't know how to manage a creative human child. You know how to manage it because you want to make them all equal. Let's face it. Some kids are stupid as fuck, dumb potatoes, and some kids are super, super bright. And it all goes down. And you just may be an unlucky parent and have a fucking one that's smarter than you and you're a jackass. Or you could be a lucky parent and have a big dumb fuck you have to feed through a straw all the time. That's your problem, right? But everybody wants to pump it in and make everybody the same. And we're not, dude. We're not.
I agree with that.
Why does the government? Drug. Oh, we don't want to we'll put it in the candy. We'll give them so much sugar, we fuck them up. We don't want them to be healthy. We don't want this. We're going to push this. I can think of so many things we could get into that I remember. Jeff, one of the my doctor's office that I go to now is going to start bringing back the chelation therapy. So it takes all the heavy metals and shit out of your blood. When my grandfather used to do that, they raided the doctor's office and shut it down because it was working. And you didn't have to charge $10,000 a visit.
Right.
Oh, now they're like, oh, well, now we've done studies on it. We know now we can make more money and we're going to let it back. And it's the same thing with weed in our generation.
Yep.
Oh, my God, you're smoking weed, Jeff? Well, I'm a little worked up tonight. I'd like to smoke a joint and go to bed. You're a loser. Oh, it was a fucking Pepsi.
I'm a pothead, drug addict, garbage head.
What's the
Back in the
sign on
day.
your wall, Troy?
What's that?
What's the sign on your wall?
Which one?
The Reefer Madness, bro.
Yeah, the Devil's Harvest. But listen to what I'm going to say. Like, if you listen to Suicidal Tendencies, Institution, that whole song,
All he wanted was a Pepsi,
and his
man.
mom's like, you're on drugs. And that was the propaganda that they fed and they fed and they fed and they fed. And dude, and it's here now. And so once it affects your young kids and your family and your young adults, now you're trying to manage a 16 to 20-year-old boy as your son, whose chemicals are through the roof. He's led by this girl. He wants to be with this girl, and she believes this way, so he gets caught into this group. Then he loses this, and next thing you know, they're fighting. He's all stressed out. Some kids hang themselves. Some kids become just terrible. I mean, dude, and it's us, and we allow it.
It's beyond that now, because now it's not just being connected to one girl. It's being connected all over the fucking earth. So no matter what, you have connection at your fucking fingertips. I'll tell you what, I haven't posted on social media.
Congratulations, Jim.
Yeah, congratulations, buddy. That's tough.
Go ahead, buddy.
I haven't posted on social media in a while, and I'm going to start now that we're nearing the end of this project, because we have to do what we have to do, and there's businesses we got to run, and there's things that we got to do, and I'll get back on it. I can't say that, I do miss certain people, and I miss, the people that would talk back and forth. I miss certain things or whatever, but at the end of the day, like, your stress levels go way down when you're not involved in the social media.
Yep.
When I scroll, if I'll scroll in the morning for a little bit or whatever, just to see what's going on or whatever, my algorithm now, especially hanging out with fucking Troy, is just fucked up, weird, funny shit, which is what I like. I don't want to see a bunch of shit that's going to stress me out immediately. I don't want to wake up in the morning and see this guy get shot, that happened, these people did this, these people did that, or get angry over anything either. Back in the day, I used to argue online, which gets you absolutely nowhere. It's people that are looking for that rise. And there's a lot of people that just sit there all day long looking for a rise, and they have the ability to do it. And some of these are these young kids. And it's a way to get their aggression out, and whether it's good or not, I'm going to vote no. But at the end of the day, I used to hit back and forth and say certain things. Now, if I see something and I don't like it, I'll write something and then I'll fucking erase it because I've wrote it. It's out of my fucking head. I erase the shit and I move on, because that way I don't have to relive the same shit over and over again. I've said my piece. I may not have said it to anybody, but I said my piece. I deleted it. I got it out of my brain. I fucking move on with my day. And things are a lot easier now, especially with the young kids or whatever. I have my 2 young girls I have to watch. And I have to watch what they're looking at on fucking whatever, TikTok or whatever the hell they go on, and make sure that whatever it is.
Sounds like you're doing a hell of a job. Whatever the hell they go on.
whatever the fuck they got going on over there. Well, it's too hard to keep up nowadays. Every time I turn the corner, there's another fucking app. So it's hard enough for me to keep up with my own damn social media, let alone the kids. But we put the parental blocks on, and we do all that. They're allowed to do certain things, not allowed to do other things, and some people operate like that. Some people don't. At the end of the day, I don't think that any small mind should have the unlimited capacity to see anything they want at any point in time. I think it's
100%. For you to say that, Justin, as wide open as you are, that says a lot, because.
Well, I'm wide open.
I know you're pretty freedom of speech, and like me, we're pretty anarchist. I really don't care. I don't care if I offend somebody. I don't care. Justin doesn't care. He's an anarchist. Nobody cares. So for him to want to put that just shows you how disgusting it's getting. There it is.
You can't see all of it. But I put the tattoo on there for a reason, and I don't particularly care for the government. Yeah, well, I don't particularly care for the government. I don't particularly care for the way things are going, but I was more sheltered. I had a very strict upbringing with my family, and I was sheltered to a certain extent. When I got, a little taste of freedom, maybe I took that shit a little bit too far. And Troy knows, Jeff knows, like I've had my really bad times. And that was from a different angle. So I think there's a happy medium to be like, okay, let me let my kids know all of this so that they don't do what I did, but also let me keep them from some of this so that they don't have this new shit that I didn't have to experience when I was a kid. If I wanted to see my fucking friend, I had to go knock on his door or call the landline. If I wanted to go on the computer when I was in high school and that was the thing, I had to wait till everybody was off the phone and then download a song for the next 21 fucking hours because I wanted to hear it. And if you wanted to talk to your friends, you had to do that AIM shit. You have very limited, like what we could do now. We never
AOL Instant Messenger or whatever.
Yeah,
AIM,
bro.
When we were kids, that shit didn't even exist, bro. We were still playing Pong on fucking Atari.
Right? We had phones with strings.
You were over a decade later, dude. You got lucky.
You guys got the beepers first.
No,
I had a beeper.
dude. No. We had cell phones first. Cell phones came out in the early 80s, like 1982. Yeah.
Oh, but you're talking
I had beepers pretty early. Yeah. Brick phones.
We didn't have beepers, but cell phones, 1982, if you look it up, was the first cell phone.
Brick phones and bag phones.
Yep. You pull them up, it's like Vietnam things, like bring in the choppers. They were like giant. And then they moved into these things that look like briefcases, and but that wasn't until like the late 80s, early 90s. But when we were kids, like 10 years old, 8 years old, when you're still like playing in the dirt, we were lucky, dude. Like we were lucky if we had anything digital.
Yeah, I think
hunting for reptiles.
We had the football game with little lines on it.
Oh,
NFL football.
Yep.
Or
we would light dog do on fire and go knocking on the doors at night.
Well, that was the
you ever do that, Jay?
Of course.
We did some terrible things. Back in the day, you'd get away with it. There wasn't a ring cam.
Flaming dog
You'd
shit.
take a whole ass pumpkin and throw it through someone's bay window, dude. It's the greatest reward ever. When you're 10 years old, you're a gangster if you do that.
Oh, bro, we had a phenomenal time doing shit like that. But then, too, like if you got caught doing it, it wasn't as big of a deal. Now, if somebody gets caught doing that, somebody might pull out a
hate crime and a terrorism.
Yeah, dude. If I was in my living room and somebody threw a pumpkin through it right now, I would fucking die laughing, dude.
Yeah, well, if I walk
I would be like, this motherfucker threw a pumpkin in here. I would be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because kids, like if I catch you doing it, I'm going to stop you. Just, game's game, like when we was kids. But if you were to see that, man, I mean, like, dude, you wouldn't laugh? If you went outside your own house with toilet paper, I would die laughing. I'd be like,
dude, if I went outside,
fucking eggs.
Dude,
I figured out a way they'd probably made time travel, and I got myself back to a kid, fucked up my own house, and went back to the future. That's what I would think happened.
Oh, dude, I went to boarding school for a few years, and we used to fuck with people so bad. I was telling actually somebody about it the other night. We take like manila envelopes and you fill them with shaving cream, and you stick it a little under their door, and you just fucking stomp on it so it goes flying all over the place and shit.
Yep.
We used to penny them in their rooms. Like if you push the door and fill it full of pennies, they can't open it because they can't pull it back. Shit like that.
Wait, what? With the pennies? Repeat the pennies.
Okay, so
we don't want to do it now. We don't condone this behavior.
Push it in really hard so there's a gap, and you fill the gap with a stack of pennies, and they can't open the door because it can't go anywhere. It's fucking awesome, dude. It is not easy to get out of. Really,
I'm sorry. I feel bad for Brooke now.
That shit was
get a penny you're in.
To that point, we always entertained ourselves. Whether it was healthy or not, at least it wasn't over the edge. Like these days or whatever, we saw it. Even when you're out, like go out or whatever, like when we travel or whatever, my phone is mostly away. I'll use it to make a phone call here, check the emails in the morning or whatever, but the phone's away. I don't go on social media, any of that bullshit or whatever. It's a way for me to disconnect. But when you go around or whatever, you can see, like you go to a restaurant with a bunch of people, look at 90% of the people.
All staring at the screens.
And I'm like, at this point, what's the fucking point of going out? Order some shit, bring it home, watch your fucking TV or watch your phone. There's no point of sitting there spending fucking time in the restaurant.
That's right.
So it's gone from like, have you watched The Social Dilemma on, I think it's, I don't know, it's on one of those apps or whatever, whether it's Netflix or Max or.
I keep thinking I hear the Hunger Games playing somewhere and it's your bird.
Oh, yeah, no, that's him. Yeah, he's in the back. If you hear Brooke calling and saying,
like,
what?
I'm looking around and you're all paranoid.
It's him. You'll hear Brooke say what a bunch of times, and it's the bird. He just said it. She just
yells at him. My bird randomly does that too. One of my many macaws. They just decide that, you're having a nice candlelight time. You're a little high. You're relaxed. And then like 3 o'clock in the morning, he decides to belt out a scream like he just had a dream he was in a horror movie or something. I still don't understand why they do that out of nowhere.
Yeah, there's
screamers, man. Like some young woman got stabbed in the shower.
Have you ever either of you guys watched the Letterkenny spinoff, Shoresy?
Come on back, Jay. Come on back. No, which one is it?
It's Shoresy. It's about the hockey player, the fucking the obnoxious one. Dude, it's awesome. It's on Hulu. But he's got a
Dude,
bird.
I will totally look that stuff. Anything
he's got a
that's
bird
funny,
named Big Sexy, and every 5 minutes he goes, tit fucker. The bird. It's funny
dude,
as
I'm gonna have
shit,
to have a
dude.
bird name it that now, dude. Now I'm gonna
Big
have to do it.
Sexy.
Big Sexy. You know, I could have named my capybara Big Sexy because he looks like that now, dude.
Oh, I haven't seen him in a while. He was still
He's
small.
pretty
last
big,
time I
man.
was
He's
there.
gotten a little
Yeah.
sexually. He's got a little angry from time to time.
He's a teenager now.
Yeah, he tried to bite Daniel's nuts off.
How much did
Daniel was
pay him
in
for
there
that?
getting weird with him, I guess, and he tried to bite him and bit him in his like right by his sackle.
Damn. Daniel better stop smearing peanut butter on that shit.
Man, he chewed that thing off, Daniel.
Yep.
Be careful. I know you're here watching.
That's
We
awesome.
lost Jay Bird. I don't know where Jay went. We absolutely lost him though, dude.
He's not just muted or stop cam.
I think he lost signal or something. I'll shoot him a text too, real quick, and make sure he's good.
Yeah, man. Maybe the storm knocked his power or something. I know we're supposed to get
it was terrible, bro. It was like really weird because it came in like really fast. For those of you that live in Tampa, you probably know. It was just like real quick dark gray, and then it was like crazy lightning, real close. And I guess it was close enough. It was just knocking shit out. You know, it would pop back on after a minute or two, or 10 seconds or whatever. Sometimes it'll go for like 5 minutes, it's back up, or sometimes it'll be like 3 seconds. But it just kept doing it. Like you could kind of feel the static everywhere. It was just bad. I'm like, God,
that is weird. There's been a lot of that shit this week, man. I can't wait till the season's over. Hurricane season.
What's up, Fred?
What's happening, Fred? I can't wait till hurricane season's over so that this shit's done for.
Yeah.
I like rain, but there's just been too much of it, man. Every time I turn around, my lawn is like 4 feet tall.
I know, dude. I know. Thank God my neighbor was mowing my grass while I was gone because.
Damn, I need a neighbor like that.
Yeah, not everybody gets that lucky to have a nice neighbor like that.
Oh, dude, yeah. I had to cut mine the other day, and it's been like, every time I'm home, it's raining. So it's been like 2 weeks with constant rain, and it was I had to set my lawnmower to the top level, and it still kept choking out on me because the lawn was so long. I had to go out and weed whack a few areas because they were so high I couldn't get the mower. I'm pretty sure there's a dead body buried in my backyard because there's this perfect like oval spot of grass that comes up. It's either that or my septic. I haven't decided which one yet.
Well, maybe it is. We should get one. We get like one of those things that look underground, do that 3-dimensional.
Oh yeah, man. We need the GPR, the ground penetrating radar.
That would be fucking awesome. Wouldn't that be cool to go through every
dude.
time? Yeah, dude.
Go somewhere there's like a battle or some shit.
I was talking to these guys because we got the pleasure of being up in Pennsylvania and some really cool places. And so we went to hold on, Rosie O'Donnell's coming in. All right, Rosie, how you doing?
Rosie, you lost a bunch of weight.
No, so we got to talk to a couple of people up there, and the one dude's like they call it like ground fishing, and they take these big high powered metal detectors out, bro. They were finding like shit from the Civil War laying out there and stuff all through those the woods and stuff around.
Oh yeah, Pennsylvania was loaded with battles.
Oh, dude. We had some good times.
He...
Justin and I took this tour with my sister, and man, it was awesome, dude.
Nice.
They just talked about the Civil War, not like really a ghost thing per se. It was just what medical things they use in the field, how they got rid
the
of
bone saws and shit,
burning your dick hole shut and stuff.
And the stick tourniquets.
That guy was
dude,
on point. He did a great fucking show. I was at
really
first
did.
like,
That guy was amazing.
Well, we went in and they had like the, big rubber dummy guy that's all beat up from the war type stuff or whatever.
Like a dead body.
Yeah. And I was like, this is going to be what it is or whatever. But the guy actually was fucking super interesting, super knowledgeable, and told a bunch of I was glued. I was like, what? Tell me more. And then I guess he ran over his time. So we had to go to some different area and then back. And I was like, wait, no, don't fucking stop. We got over 18
That's
inches.
a lot of fucking rain.
Is Flavia talking about his ding dong again? All I saw was 18 inches in Flavia.
No, it's Fred Hubbard. He said he got 18 inches of rain 2 days ago. Like a lot. That's a lot.
18 inches of rain?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he in Texas?
Yeah. So I mean, he was good to his advantage. He was really wonderful. He came in dressed like he was in the Civil War as a doctor, and he looked the part, like, and he knew everything
All bones.
about every medication they used, what its effects were. He knew everything. He broke it down to where, like, you're like, I want to hear this guy talk more. And then,
he was
really sad. It was really sad because later on we found out that he's retiring because he found out he had Parkinson's.
Yeah.
So he's going to step out of that. That was really a bum thing to hear, man.
Well, he basically had said that, he wanted to do his last little thing, and then he wanted to be, out on his own before that stuff started. He didn't want people to have to, feel bad.
I think my dog's trying to eat my tortoise. I will be back.
That's a normal thing that people say. So, Troy, are you still here?
I am. I'm just reading this down right here.
Oh, shit. Do me a favor and lean your hat down again one more time. Look straight down.
What's up?
Oh, my God, dude. For a second, you blended in with the back of your chair. I was like, fuck, everybody's gone. I'm here by myself, bro. Yeah, just like that. You're blended in with your chair.
Wham! There we are, bro. Coming on at you.
Here it is.
Okay.
Here, you want to hear a good one? So there was like a pile of sand kind of on the side of my house from when they built my fence, from the bags of sand.
Sure.
And the other day I go up and it's all piled up in a big like pile out of nowhere. I'm like, what the fuck? And I look and there's like a hole about that big right underneath my slab. Fucking gopher tortoise decided to make a house underneath my house.
That's wonderful. Now you have a free tortoise.
Yeah, I have a free tortoise that I can't even get rid of if I wanted to.
Nope. He's yours now.
He's like good, I saw him out sunning the other day. He's chill.
They're badass, though. They're still one of my favorites.
Oh, I love him. I love that he's chilling in my yard. I just don't want him to dig up too much under the slab, but I doubt he'll go too far.
No, he probably will.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he'll go kind of dog bone, though. He'll go way down. Hopefully he won't like go straight. They kind of start angling down and then flatten out.
Yeah, if my house starts falling. They wonder why they have so many sinkholes here. It's probably just fucking gopher tortoises.
Gopher tortoises all over the place. Lemurs, don't start with the shit.
As soon as I saw the hole, I was like, oh, man, he lives under my house.
Yeah, we had one when I was a kid, and that shit was awesome. He lived the same thing under the house, and he was smaller at the time. But as he got bigger, he definitely fucking went in there. Pretty damn
good. I'm sure. And then I decided to just leave my sulcata out back, because the grass is so long. He's loving it out there. The dog doesn't like them, but they're learning to get along, so. And my money's on the tortoise anyway.
I had the big one back here for a little while that I put at Sean's place because he just fucked the backyard up. And once the pig had never done anything as far as rutting or pulling up weeds or any of that shit. She sleeps inside the garage. She comes out during the day and she wants to go back inside at night. She likes her little half crate thing.
Pig. I like it.
So, but then, and she never ate lettuce either. Couldn't feed this bitch lettuce for shit. Like when I put her on a diet, I was like, okay, more greens for you. And she's like, I don't want that shit. So the tortoise gets here, starts digging. So the pig, I literally have a video of the pig sitting next to the tortoise and she scoots him over a little bit to help him dig his fucking hole. And I'm like, you're an asshole. Why are you helping him right now? Then I would go to feed him his lettuce and the pig saw the tortoise eating the lettuce. And she's like, oh, you could eat this shit? So I pour down a shit ton of lettuce. It was a big tortoise. He's huge. So I pour down a shit ton of lettuce. I come out 2 minutes later and the pig's cleared it all. I was like, I gotta fucking come back out here every 10 seconds. Don't fucking pound of fucking lettuce on you. But yeah, the dogs were not pickles. It's Tiny Dog. Tiny Dog gets a little bit iffy around the animals and shit like that. So at first he was like trying to bite towards the back of the legs, but he would tuck them and stuff. But after about, I'd say 2 days or whatever, then they would just sit there and hang out.
That's pretty much what he's doing now. He's still, if the tortoise goes all the way in his shell, Captain will just jump around him and bark and nip at his shell. But once he comes out, he's fine. And he's not like he was where he would just bark at the tortoise until I literally physically picked him up and brought him in. Because I can't even get his attention away from it. I'd smack him in the ass. He just keeps on barking. And, the tortoise will taunt him too. He'll stick his head out a little bit and Captain will come around and pull it back in. He's a little dick. I love it.
They got a personality, bro.
Jake, you better get at me when you get here, dude. For sure.
Oh, yeah. No, I love my tortoise. I got him from Troy, like 6 or 7 years ago now.
Yeah, he's still doing good?
Yeah, dude, he's fine. He's big. He's loving being out in the tall grass because he's eating like crazy. And There's a lot of like real fibrous kind of vines underneath him. He seems to love that. So, he's helping me with the lawn. I stuck him right in that big patch too. I'm like, get in there, do the stuff. Because I was just going back and forth between my garage and the backyard, and I felt bad that he was, because when he's in the garage, I couldn't let him just roam free because he'd literally knock over the snake racks and.
Oh yeah, they got no fucks to give.
He's like a little bulldozer, man. He's great, but
wherever they want to go, they're going.
Oh yeah, I just let him be. Hopefully he doesn't dig under the fence and give the dog any ideas.
Yeah, it was winter time for the one, and so I had cords running out to the lemurs and the other macaques and stuff. And one day I'm walking out here and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This dude was tangled up in all the cords. Just walking, didn't bother him at all that he had 18 cords wrapped around him. He just kept plowing away,
he was dragging my space heater around for a couple of days. I think he had my space heater hooked around one of his spines, and he's just dragging it around by his back leg, and it's on wheels, so it's just following him around. Really
I don't care. They don't care. Nope. I can carry it.
The dog's gonna have to learn to live with them, and because the tortoise can play that game all day. All he's got to do is go in his big ass shell.
Yeah, there's nothing you could do.
No, there's no way for him to grab enough of it to break it, knock wood, or anything like that. So hopefully he'll be cool with it. And now he's got a ton of room to roam around. I just don't want him digging under the pool. That's the only thing I worry about.
Yeah, get yourself a little fucking truck topper. They work pretty good.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, they work good for them. Just make sure you can sit it on top, but put the concrete stepping stones.
Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because he'll dig right out of that.
Just pile them in there and sit it over top, and he'll go in there forever. Put a little flap he can flap in and out of. They love that, especially if you.
I should start looking on Marketplace for an old truck topper. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, he doesn't even need a mini one. Probably get it for $100.
Yep.
It's
deep.
It's
I probably end up putting some kind of fencing up so because Captain would go in the truck topper and make him crazy.
Maybe, yeah, probably.
Yeah, until he gets bit in the nose.
They'll get used to it. I'm sure he'll get used to the tortoise.
Oh yeah, the tortoise fucking got him a few times, man, in the nose and shit. It's pretty funny. Comes in with that little V-shaped cut in his nose. I'm like, yep, you got too close, bro.
And he still doesn't care. He still goes out there and messes.
He has no like self-preservation gene at all.
He's like, I'm good with it, man. We're in it for the.
He's in it for the long haul. He'll probably calm down about 6 months before he fucking kicks off. It's everybody's like, oh, give him time. He's like, he's 3 years old now. He's still a puppy. He's still crazy. When you go to the front door, you can see him like popping up to the window. He jumps. He's
dad. He's risking it for the biscuit, bro.
Oh yeah, and as soon as I walk out of the house, he has to go to the window and watch me get in my car and drive away. He's fucking hilarious, man. He's a good dog sometimes. He's 50-50.
You got the
bull terrier?
Yeah. Fuck, I love those dogs.
Oh, I love them too, man. I always wanted one, and now I probably wouldn't get another one because he's just nuts, but
I won't because I don't think I could do another dog.
When people are like, yeah. I thought about getting him like another dog, like getting 2 dogs, and I'm like, man, what if they're both like that?
You just got 2 psychopaths.
Dude, I'll either open my wrist or drown them in the tub, dude. I got no choice. Because there's times where I'm just like, I gotta walk away.
Yeah, I got the 3, and the Chihuahua was more for the girls. Which, by the way, I was gone for a week, Joy, and then the girls were gone, right? And then they came home on Tuesday, I think, and I was laid out for a couple days, not feeling too hot.
COVID?
So, no, I think honestly, Joy and I were out in a pond, and I went in the pond, and this pond wasn't, how shall we say, very clean.
Little beaver fever.
Yeah, bro, we pulled out like pieces of roof, all kinds of shit, and I had stabbed myself with like way too much. I dug so much shit out of my foot the next day, and I was opening my eyes and shit underwater trying to catch anything.
Surprised you didn't get pink eye.
I'm surprised I'm not dead, but I did get a little sick. But my daughters get home on Tuesday, right? And I come and I sit on the couch because they're on their way here or whatever, so I'm waiting or whatever. And fucking, I'll send you guys the video after this, bro. They walked through the door, bro, and went straight for the fucking Chihuahua. I was like, oh. I've been gone for a week. You've been gone for a couple of days. I guess I just fucking pay the bills here.
Yeah, right.
They were all about that damn dog.
now.
Yeah. That's all right. I got Pickles and Tiny Dog. They can have their little
There you
chihuahua.
go.
Pickles and Tiny Dog.
Yeah, boy. My big bitches.
Yeah, buddy.
So weird
That's
having
cool
a small
though, man.
dog.
I mean, that's cool.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
Kids love the doggy.
Yes, they do. But part of me wanted that because of Joe. So I've been around Joe for so long.
Oh, Joe. I thought you said Jeff. I was like, what?
Jobert. Old
Yeah,
Jobert
Joe's
right
hilarious,
there.
man. I love Joe.
Joe's a cool little fuck. I know, man. I got
Yeah,
really
dude.
lucky with him. I got lucky.
He's the best fucking dog, and this dog looks like Joe.
He does.
Like as far as the colors and shit, and they brought him, and I was like, let me give it a shot. Because Joe's fucking awesome.
Yeah, he's a cool dog. He's a little high energy monster. I love him.
I love it. Well, don't get me wrong, I love my big dogs, but fucking Pickles still thinks she's a lap dog, and she's like 140.
Yeah, Cappy too.
Maybe,
He just
well,
climbs
Yeah,
over me.
I like big dogs, but not for me. I mean, I got a Doberman, that's as big as it gets. Some of the big, there's too much, man, to knock shit over in my house and fucking.
it's
I
hot.
like that
She's
stuff.
pretty good about knocking stuff over. The tail will catch it every once in a while. It's just sitting on the lap, bro. I'm like, bro, you're hot. You're big. Like, sit next to me. And then she's like all up in your face.
Oh,
Love
for
him
sure.
to death, but holy shit, bro. Like, it's too hot for that shit.
Yeah, my dog's got to be touching a human at all times.
Oh,
Got
yeah.
to be touching a person, or like he'll follow you around. He's always on your leg like a shadow.
It's like, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you
Yeah, oh
doing?
yeah.
How about now? How about now? How about
My
now?
parents always had huge dogs, man. Great Danes, Saint Bernards, Great
Big
Pyrenees.
money.
Those type of dogs,
growing
man.
up.
So I'm used to it. So I'm good. I've been around all my life.
I had big
Bigfoot
old
October,
English
right?
sheepdogs growing up with my parents. I love those things, man, but they're not easy to find.
I have a pit bull too, just because it got left at the pound. I wouldn't get it
Oh,
normally. 'Cause,
Bubs is the shit, though, man. I love Bubbles.
Oh,
I just-
Bubbles is a beautiful dog.
it's just such
He's
a
a big meatball. I
such
love
an
it.
issue with it, man. Like everybody wants it. They just. I
Yeah,
don't know.
Bubs doesn't have
I
a
just didn't
nasty
want to
bone
get
in her
put
body.
down. She's a nice dog, but
Somebody would have put her down. Some asshole would have put her down for no
Yep.
reason.
unfortunately, a lot of them nowadays, man, they've been bred so badly for over so many years that they're just already born with bad intentions. It's not their fault. This can't help it.
Look
Yeah,
at fucking tiny dog. He looks like he got microwaved. Shit, you not. He looks like my old Mastiff, Duke. Oh, poor Duke. He looks like Duke got put in a microwave and shrunk down. Looks like a
Yeah,
tiny
that's-
Mastiff.
That's
Funny,
too
man.
funny. What is his breed?
I don't fucking
It's
know.
Muddy.
He's a tiny dog. I don't fucking know,
He's
man.
a tiny dog. I've heard of that. It's they're supposed to make that an AKC designation.
Like a mini pit or something. It's one of the mini pits or whatever they call them.
Oh, okay. Like a bully.
Yeah, it's like it is a
Micro-
bully. Isn't it a bully?
It's a micro something.
A micro
Micro
bully.
bully?
or whatever.
Yeah, maybe. I don't remember what the name they called
They're
it.
making
It's like they're
dogs
all
smaller
phased.
and
Their legs don't
smaller.
work very well.
No, well, he's got like I've seen some that they do, I guess, the same as him. I don't know what they put together to make this nonsense, but I've seen some that look fucked up, like they shouldn't be a thing. But
Oh, like they have the little fucking super like inbred bow legs on them, and
yeah, like they're like way too much. Now, tiny dog, it looks normal. He's just real short. And so it does, however, I will say, it looks like if you were to chop the dog in half, not saying that I would, but if you were to chop him in half, he'd probably still be able to walk straight up and down on his front legs. He looks like he works out way too much in the front end. Let's just put it that way.
that's like my dog. He's like a little muscly football.
Yeah, tiny dog's the same way. Just a meathead
Nuts.
and just a fucking muscle sack to the floor. Dude's
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
75 pounds, and he's just a little tiny shit.
Yeah, Captain's like 60, 65, but he rams me with that big old bowling ball head, and he'll take one of my shins out, man. I have big bruises all over my shins, and
That's what we love our doggies for.
Yep.
Yeah, buddy.
Quiet. Speaking of the devil, can you guys hear him barking through the door?
Oh, yeah.
Let me.
It's like, I don't give a shit what you're doing. Open the fucking door.
So why'd you pick the name, Jay?
What?
Your name?
Rosie O'Donnell?
No, it says Short King.
Sure. Oh, you fucking son of a bitch. You can change it. You can change your fucking names here. I thought we had our own God damn it, I can't say the word. You know what I'm talking about. Thought it was
Short King, bro. It's Short King.
That Short King. We had a couple of Short Kings. Should we tell the story? I don't even know if we should tell that story. That's like
We've
one
had
of
some
those
Short Kings, dude. Short Kings. I learned about it. It was a new thing for me. I learned what Short King was. But
I didn't know until apparently that's a younger generation thing.
What is
I
it?
never heard of that in my life. A Short King, dude. Never heard of that.
You heard about that, Jeff?
King? Short King.
Apparently that's who I am now because Troy has the ability to change everybody's fucking name.
Oh, nice. What up, Short King? I'll ask Ruby what it is. She'll know.
We were, yeah,
down with all the jargon.
She would. We didn't have any fucking clue. They were like, "That's a Short King," and I was like, "What? I'm sorry. What'd you say?" But apparently, it's a really hot short dude.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm 5'9.5", so I might be a I'm like a short court jester type. I think more than anything.
Bro.
Maybe like I might be the gardener at the palace or whatever.
Oh, I remember that song too, but it's opposite of that. Like that song was "Don't Want No Short Man," but it was like they call them Short Kings. Like I guess they're these badass guys. They're just runts. They shop at Oshkosh and shit.
They probably made it up themselves. They're like, let's just call ourselves Short Kings. It'll sound a little bit better.
Let's just say,
man. All I know is, dude. I can't say it, man. I just can't say it.
I know where you're going.
Speaking of that, Mini Kiss is touring. We should go see that. You ever seen them?
Oh, God.
Mini Kiss?
Are they
on YouTube? Yes, I have.
Are they going again?
I think they're touring now because I saw something on Instagram. So I got to find out where and when, dude. I would totally go down and see Mini Kiss.
Oh, what a blessing.
I know, right? See, that's what life is all about. Shit like that. Forget politics. Forget, sexual identity and everything else. It's all about midgets and Kiss makeup singing Kiss songs.
And you know what, dude? They dealt the hand that was given, and they did it well. And now
that's right.
What they love.
That's right. When life hands you lemons, you fucking throw them at people.
Yeah. When life hands you lemons, you create Mini Kiss.
Mini Kiss, right? See, there you go. Mini Kiss, man.
I can't say that I'm not jealous.
Oh, if I
want to see. I know Panthers coming again soon. We definitely need to see them.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying we couldn't one day be like, you know what? Let's do a Kiss tribute band and expect people to come and see us. That's not going to happen.
No, but if you have a hook, that's it. You got to have that hook, man.
I got a stub. I don't think that counts enough.
Yeah, you could be Stubby Kiss. What you should do is take all your stubs and paint them like different Kiss characters and be Stubby Kiss.
Then I'd have to lose more fingers. I don't think I'm willing to.
All right, I got garden shears, whatever, man, and I know how to, close off a wound.
That's true, you do. It's actually
got all covered.
Yeah, but your one finger looks like Don King.
My one finger looks like a.
Yeah, it's got that little fingernail growing on the top, like that little fuzzy hair. Look like Don King.
Oh, it is Don King.
Yeah, right there.
It's kind of got like a little
eyes
head
on it.
like
That'd be the man.
Like a little dick finger.
That is exactly what it is.
That should be a James Bond movie.
That's it. That's a dick finger.
Dick finger. Perfect.
Dude, are you kidding me? I love it.
Well, that makes one of us. I'm gonna see how long that nail will grow. I've done it before. It gets annoying after a while, so I always trim it. But I want to see because it grows it grows just like that. It's like a weird circle shaped whatever. I have the full.
So you actually have a devil's horn on there,
right? It'd be cool if you could retract it and put it back out like a little switchblade fingernail.
Yeah, you don't want to use that on some things, though.
Sure you do. What do you mean? It presses the button. Beep.
It cuts it off.
No, it's rounded, bro. It's not sharp. It's a big, bulgy square.
Oh, okay. All right.
Big, bulgy square.
It never gets sharp. It's not good for picking the nose.
No, you got to grow it to pick the nose. It might be what you got to do is grow the booger nail. That little pinky nail. Big with the Asian men. The booger nail. That's what that shit's for, too.
That's the booger sugar nail. That's what that's for.
No, I think it's just for boogers. I'm sure people grew the coke nail back in the day, but
I don't know. There's
You get
been
a
many
scrape, you
people
got a
that
good
I've seen with
scraper
it.
at that. We're so immature. I love it.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
You know what you should do is Google booger nail. Watch that shit. It's crazy.
Do I want to get what?
I don't know. It's probably a bunch of people with booger nails, I imagine.
I'm sure it's
Do it
going
right
to be a
now.
bunch of pinkies. Now I have to search it. I'm going to do a deep dive into why people grow their pinky nails and see if it's drug related or just booger related. If it's just fucking straight up booger related, I think I'm going to be pretty upset because I've seen many people with that. And if that was the purpose of that, then that's a lot of effort to
Well,
put
in
in.
the 80s, it was portrayed as a cocaine nail.
Right. It was a Coke nail.
Okay, so I'm not off, but it just may have changed.
Well, here we go. A fingernail trimmed slightly longer than the other fingernails for scraping boogers from the inside of one's nose.
Do we have some sort of generational gap here? Where it
Yeah,
means
here's
that-
something on Reddit. Why do so many Chinese guys have a long pinky nail?
And the answer is
It's a booger nail. No, it says it's a holdover from a Buddhist superstition. So they believe a demon will steal their soul if they cut it. Interesting.
oh.
I still think it's a booger nail.
Go ahead.
They just use that to kind of cover it up.
He just went for some deep meeting and then
Right,
off the end,
exactly.
he's like, I still think it's a booger nail.
Translation, booger nail.
Yeah, they keep it because it'll steal their soul. It's a booger
Right.
nail.
Yeah, they're trying to pull. They probably pull one of those ones out that feels like you're pulling your brain out of the top of your head.
I like
Those
those,
guys
man.
do
Those are my
Oh,
favorite.
dude, they're great. It's very satisfying.
Oh, the
You
ones
kinda
that keep
sit there
going?
like you're-
Yeah. They're like, is that attached to the back of my skull on the inside?
That's good. You can feel your brain separating from the membrane on the back of your skull.
Insane in the membrane, man.
When you know how you hit the spot. Boom. Fuck, we've digressed.
Yeah, we have. We're
Yeah,
talking
but
about
it's okay because we're at the end of the hour
politics
anyways.
and travel to booger nails.
So
You
we
know,
can
what'd
end
be cool is if you got one of those metal detectors and you found like a Civil War booger nail underneath
I'd keep it.
the dirt.
There's a different. Troy, I don't remember what they called that. It wasn't dirt fishing. It was a fucking
Dirt
way more
fishing.
badass name.
No, he called it. He called it grass fishing or something. I'm like grass fishing.
Grass fishing.
It was a good name. It was a good name. It was
Well,
so
we'll have to
good
look
that
it
I was
up.
like, I kind of want a fucking metal detector right now.
That's what we should do a YouTube channel where we just go metal detecting in random spots.
I did that when I was a kid. Never
Maybe
found
field
shit.
fishing. It was something like that. I'll text him.
Right? Go find the Ponce de Leon gold somewhere.
I'm down, bro. Let's get some free shit. Let's
I
do
like
it.
free shit, dude. That's my favorite kind of shit.
Just find some old shit washed up on the beach. I'm telling you, I did that shit for years when I was a kid. Thought I was gonna find everything. Never found shit. Found
You're like,
everybody's
oh,
water
another
pipe.
flip flop. Awesome. Another earring.
Well, that or somebody's water
You have to
pipe.
go like right after spring break, man. There's a lot of shit out there, dude.
There you go.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I don't think I
Metal
have
detecting. We'll get some like Bermuda shorts and a fedora and some like long black socks.
Oh, I'm with it. I already got all of that shit here.
You
Ready to
got your
go.
daily wear.
A Cuban attire.
Oh, we'd have a fun metal detector show if we went to really crazy. Like you go after like Burning Man. Imagine that shit.
Oh, you're finding everything.
Like six.
Yeah, you're gonna
metal
find.
butt
You'd be
plugs
wasting
and,
a lot of time out there.
Yeah, Burning Man. You're gonna
What's
find.
going
a
on
bunch
right
of-
now, isn't it? Or just finished or whatever.
Oh, did it? I have no idea. No idea.
I had a friend that went. I had a girlfriend that tried to get me to go so many times. I'm like, I don't want to fucking sleep in a dirty tent next to dirty people for the weekend. I did that when I was a kid. I'm too
No,
old.
it's
for
too
that.
hot.
Great.
Too hot.
And it's hot.
Oh, dude, it's been so
Smells
brutal.
like
I don't know.
body
You guys
odor
been
and
away a little,
turds.
but it's been so brutally hot here, dude. You walk out the door and it's like a hot
It's
bat
miserable.
hit you in the face. Just boom,
I'm getting ready to dig a bunch of fucking holes tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to it.
man. Got to get rid of some of those bodies.
Well, I wish it was that. At least then there would be a purpose. No, it's just laying posts, man. Laying fucking posts.
Laying posts.
Yep. Not the fun
Well-
kind of laying pipe either.
I was gonna say I got so many good ones for that. I'm just gonna kind of let them just
Let them simmer. What people think on it.
Well, I'm going to close it out, man. We're already over it. So I appreciate everybody coming out and checking us. Thanks for coming in, Justin, too. And Jeff, as always.
Yeah, absolutely. And make sure you direct your fingernail questions to justinigualada@aol.com.
There we go.
On AOL still.
At
He's that
AIM.com.
aim. He's that aim.
You'll reach my mother if you do the AOL.com.
It's just my name. Laying close is the new saying. Now, with that being said, thanks for everybody coming out and checking out with us. And we'll be back a little more periodically now, unless we travel, which I don't see that anytime in the near future. But as soon as stuff starts rolling out, we'll start rolling out with everything, and you'll be growing with us. So we appreciate you guys coming out and seeing what we're doing and talking with us and having fun. Having fun.
We'll have some more shit coming out.
We will see you next week.